A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back in the Jfsc Dutch Premier League season number 5. This is game number 3 of the day. Another contest starting, and the first delivery is a dot one. So a decent little start this for the bowler. This time trying to drive one through the offside, finding an inside edge and an opportunity for a run out. But he makes it home quite comfortably. This time hit hard through the offside and he's found the gap and a boundary to kick off the innings here. Off the mark with a nice little shot through the offside. And this time an excellent delivery. He's gone through him. And that's the first breakthrough here. An early one in this first over. An excellent delivery, that one. Hitting top of off. And that's the first one down here. So 5 for 1 then for the Svkm Rising Strikers inside this first over. And a first breakthrough by Rayed. He was hit for a boundary. A nice little shot through the offside, and then that wicket on the same kind of a delivery but slightly closer to the stumps on that occasion. So the new man in is Ketan Kumar now, coming in at number 3. And already his side is in a spot of bother here. This time played back to the bowler. And that will close out the first over. An excellent one by Rayed. And at the end of the first, it is 5 for 1 for the SVKM Rising Strikers. So we are into the second over now, and this time very close to the edge. Excellent piece of bowling this so far. Other than that one delivery. That delivery wasn't a bad one. It was the batter who was equally good to it. This time nudges it on the leg side. And a misfield will allow them to come back for the second as well. Wasim continuing in the second over. This time trying to nudge it on the leg side, but once again straight to the fielder. Once again played on the offside and a quick single taken across. So a very good over this once again for the bowling side. Not giving away any boundaries. And this time just over the fielder. And there is a fielder out there in the deep who will cut that one off. And a couple of more runs will be added to the total. So they are into the double figures now in the second over, and a swing and a miss this time. So 5 coming off the over once again, but this time without losing a wicket. And at the end of the second, it is 10 for 1 for the Rising Strikers. Nicely bowled once again this time, and played nicely on the leg side as well. Another single added to the total. So right on the money here, Rayed, into his second consecutive over. And once again, it will be Ketan Kumar on strike. This time hit hard down the ground. But another single taken. So doing it in singles at the moment. This time a shorter one and nicely bowled and well collected by the wicketkeeper as well. So the pressure keeps on mounting here. Just the one boundary so far in the 2.5 overs. And this time finding an inside edge onto the leg side. This time he's crunched that one through the offside and he's found the gap. And Ketan Kumar is up on the front now. A superb strike, that one through the offside. And the second boundary of the innings. And once again finding the gap and getting a few more runs here, in here. So that will close out the third over. 9 coming off it and a decent one for the batting side here. 19 for 1 after 3 for the Rising Stars. So Wasim will continue, and why shouldn't he? Give away just the 5 in his first over. This time played in the air and a chance gone begging. That should have been taken. It was an easy take and an easy chance there, but Tarun survives. Slightly outstretched there. And the Rising Strikers will enjoy that one. This time swings it on the leg side, but straight to the fielder once again. Very unfortunate to not get the boundary. They're doing a very good job here, the Avengers, the Jbcn Avengers. This time he's crunched it through the offside, but once again, unfortunately for the batter, straight to the fielder. Appeals for a run out this time, but he made it comfortably in the end. So this is really good for the Rising Strikers and also for the Avengers. Some good cricket happening out there. A nice shot and nicely fielded as well. A direct hit could have been very close, but not to be on that occasion. And Wasim continues to bowl really well here. Not giving away any freebies here to the opposition. Yet to concede a boundary here. This time he plays it on the leg side, but once again he will find the fielder. So just the one more delivery left in this over now. He's gone for the big shot once again through the offside. But there is protection out there, and misfield will allow them to get across for another run. And they keep on putting the pressure here on the Avengers, the Rising Strikers. So that will close out the fourth over now with the score at 24 for 1 now. So opting to go with spin now inside this power play. A big swing up against Sadiq. And he's gone through him. Exactly why the spinner has come inside this power play. And that's the second wicket down now for the Rising Strikers. 24 for 2 in this fifth over. An absolute peach of a delivery, this one in the end. Giving a lot of air and no pace at all, because of which the ball did not really bounce much and totally missed it, Tarun. And now both the openers are back in the pavilion here. So an amazing start this one for Sadiq, and in comes Chintan now at number 4. And straight away he's played that one in the air, but won't quite carry to anyone. And he gets off the mark instantly here, Chintan. And gives the strike to Ketan Kumar, who is looking decent out there. 12 of 10 at the moment. Trying to build an innings here for his side. As they say, you need your best batters to play most of the deliveries. And that is the reason why Ketan Kumar has come in at number 3 here. A very important position in any format of a game. And he's gone for the big shot down the ground. But once again, he will find the fielder. They won't mind this, the Jbcn Avengers, at all. And this time down the leg side, given as a wide by the umpire, and the ball is just racing away, and that will find the boundary as well. So 5 wides, and that will spoil the figures for Sadiq and make this a very expensive over as well. The wicketkeeper trying to get across, couldn't quite gather that one. And not the best of the deliveries by Sadiq. This time finding the inside edge. And once again it's down the leg side, but this time the wicketkeeper gets across comfortably. So the 6th wide of the over. Extras are something that they must be thinking about, the Avengers, not to concede too many. This time trying to hit it hard through the offside. This time played on the leg side. He's found the gap. The chase is on, but the ball will win the race. And a huge over in the end. He started off nicely, but he's conceded a couple of boundaries. One of them coming from wides, and this time off the bat. And at the end of the 5th now, they are 36 for 2, the Rising Stars. So Ketan Kumar holding the key here. This time trying to nudge it on the leg side. And another single taken. This time a forward defense. Wasim bowling his third consecutive over here. Once again, nicely bowled and nicely played as well. So the sun is just setting now, and the players will feel much better as well, playing in better conditions here compared to the earlier games. It was very hot out there early on. This time a big swing, but again he misses out. The wicketkeeper is slightly up this time for Wasim. He's got underneath that one this time. And that's gone through the fielder as well. That will be a boundary. That will spoil the over for Wasim. And that's the first boundary that he's conceded in this final over of the power play. Taking the aerial route this time, Chintan. And a much needed boundary after the number of dot deliveries that he faced in this over. Covers up for the dot deliveries that he played. It's come off a misfield, but it does not matter to them. So at the end of the sixth, the rising strikers 41 for 2. And now the field will be spread. 5 fielders will be allowed outside the inner ring now. So Sadiq continuing here outside this power play. And he starts off by hitting the pads. This time going hard through the offside, but finds the fielder. Once again, nicely bowled. So 3 consecutive dot deliveries here for Sadiq. And the pressure keeps on mounting here on the batting side at the moment. This time slightly short, and once again exceptionally well fielded there. But a quick single taken this time, and Chintan comes back on strike now. This time he's found a leading edge. It's gone high in the air. Opportunity taken. And the second breakthrough for Sadiq. 3 down here, the rising strikers. In all sorts of trouble here. 42 for 3 in the 7th over. Well, too many dot deliveries. Something had to give in. And now Chintan will have to take the long walk back to the pavilion. They need a huge recovery here in this innings now. Nicely taken there by the fielder. The ball was in the air for quite a while. And he's taken it safely. So Yusuf is the new man in at number 5. And he needs to stay for quite a while here at the crease for his side. Straight away taking the aerial route on the offside. And there is protection out there at long off. So just a single, just the 2 of the over by Sadiq and the wicket. 43 for 3 now after 7, the rising strikers. So Wasim is going to continue his 4th over on the trot. Hardly ever do we see that, the bowler being bowled out in the first 8 itself. But a kind of a tactic where the captain wants him to bowl all the overs up front, and he's been kept things very tight. He's given away just 14 in his 3, and now another single will be added to that one with that delivery. Yusuf also doubling his scoring. Well, Ketan Kumar has looked really good out there for some stages. 14 or 16 at the moment. Trying to build an innings here. He's trying to go for the ramp one. Totally unpredictable for the bowler, and Wasim will have a look at him. And he's having a laugh about that one, Wasim. Trying to be cheeky on that occasion, Ketan Kumar. The runs haven't really been coming, and trying to be innovative on that occasion. This time again, it's hit hard. It's high in the air, but will fall short of the fielder. Three fielders were converging. It landed in between all of them. And just another single will be added to the total. Once again, he's played that one in the air, and once again, it will fall away from the fielder. And they will come back for the second on this occasion. This time just past the outside edge. A really good spell this by Wasim. 3.5 overs, none for 18. He's given away just one boundary. But the only good part about the spell has been missing is the wickets. Can he get one for himself here? The opposition is really on the back foot here. And there's really a chance for him. He's been on the money throughout. Just one more for him. And this time nudged past the wicketkeeper, and this time the ball will race away to the boundary, and that will spoil the over and also his figures. None for 22 in his 4. And that will also bring the 50 up for the rising strikers. 51 for 3 now after first 8. So Akhil continuing here now in this 9th, and he starts off with a wide one. And this time again it will be played straight to the fielder, and they were trying to scamper across. So a dot delivery here for Akhil now, after giving away a wide one on the first. This time played through the offside, and this time they will get the single in. And this time the ball will just race away to the boundary. Just what they needed. Finding the outside edge. And big cheers also from the Rising Strikers dugout. Good piece of batting once again. This time the ram shot. He's connected this one. And he's done exceptionally well, the fielder. And they get across for a couple of runs. This time the second wide of the over. Akhil not quite able to get out of this one. He's played it in the air. Another chance dropped. Yusuf will survive on this occasion. That was a big opportunity. Akhil not happy at all. Going for the big expansive drive through the offside. No footwork at all. And the fielder couldn't quite grasp that one. And it is 63 for 3 now after 9. And straight away up against Ricken now, taking another single in. This time played down the ground. So they are building a nice little partnership here slowly and steadily. And a dot delivery here for Ricken now. This time played on the leg side. And they get across for the second as well, thanks to the overthrow. Once again driven. So not quite able to find the boundaries here. And this time the ball just hitting in front. A bit of an excitement for Ricken. But that will be another single to end the over. A leg by in the end. So at the end of the 10th now, the Rising Strikers are 68 for 3 as we head into a short drink break. So we are back here after that short drink break. And Ketan Kumar continuing to hold the key here up alongside Yusuf. Yusuf also looking decent out there now, 18 of 14 with the score at 69 for 3. They need to increase their run rate here though desperately. Just taking his while there, Akhil. Having a think on what he wants to bowl next. And he bowls a wide one in the end, wanting to go way away from the off stump, trying to keep it inside the tramline, asking him to fetch. Because that's what exactly happened in the previous over where he wanted to swing big Yusuf. This occasion it is Ketan Kumar. He's hit that one well as well, but he will find the fielder. He gets across, gets a couple of more runs. And chance of overthrows maybe. But in the end they decide against it. This time plays it on the offside. An opportunity for a run out and Akhil has missed out on that one. That was a big chance. Yusuf had given up totally. So these two at the moment building a nice little partnership, although surviving as well. Yusuf has survived a scare twice now with the score at 73 for 3. This time hit hard and Akhil couldn't quite hold on to it. That's the third time Yusuf has been missed. And he continues to stay at the crease here. This time hit hard through the offside, cutting that one. Once again finding the fielder. So just one more delivery left now in this over. 7 of it already. Akhil has been threatening to take that wicket. And especially up against Yusuf. He's survived thrice. He's got 3 lifelines already. How costly will that prove to be for the Jbcn Avengers? Only time will tell. This time a swing and a miss and a rare dot delivery to close out the over at the end of the 11th now. The Rising Strikers are 75 for 3. So Rikin continuing now in this 12th over. An exceptional shot by Ketan Kumar on the leg side. Perfectly played through the leg side, past the fielder at square leg. And just what they needed. They have been waiting for quite a while for this boundary. It's been more than 3 overs since the previous one. And finally they get one here. This time it's in the air. Won't quite carry to the fielder once again. Just a single taken. This time nudges it on the leg side. This time again played slightly in the air but in the gaps. And they are getting across for a couple of more runs. And putting in a dive on that occasion as well. So in fact 3 runs taken on that delivery. And they are building nicely here, the rising strikers. And this partnership is building nicely too. So a huge over this one for the rising strikers. Already 9 of it. And a couple of more deliveries left here. This time finding a lot of swing. And he gets a dot delivery. This time finding the inside edge. So that will close out the 12th over here with the score at 84 for 3 for the rising strikers. So 85 for 3 after 12. And Sadiq continuing here. And he starts off by skidding a ball through. He's already taken a couple of wickets here, Sadiq, into his third over now. Up against Ketan Kumar. This time, once again, it's in the air. Chance again. And again, it's dropped. For the first time, it is Ketan Kumar. And that's the fourth opportunity dropped to break this partnership. And they add a couple of more runs to the total. This time hit through the offside. Once again finding the fielder. This time a big heave through the leg side. Once again playing it along the carpet. And these two looking really good out there. And everything seems to be in their favor so far. Chances missed and dropped. Once again another over which is turning out to be decent. They are rotating the strike really well here, these two. 35 now Ketan Kumar and 23 for Yusuf. And this time he's played it once again on the leg side. But he will find the fielder. Another single to close out the over of Sadiq. At the end of the 13th now, it is 91 for 3. So Mudassar is going to continue a change in the bowling. And he starts off with a wide one. The ball just keeping very low. No pace offered at all. And maybe Ketan Kumar won't quite enjoy this one. He's not been able to hit the boundaries up against the spinners yet. Whatever he's got, it's been against the pacers. And this time a low full toss. And they get across for a single. This time charging down the track, and Yusuf trying to show his power up, slipped there and exceptionally well fielded in the end by the two, both combining and saving certain couple of runs here. What a really good partnership this has been in the context of the game. More than 50 now. Once again, Yusuf charges down the track. And once again, another chance dropped. That's the fourth time for Yusuf. 3 drop catches and that run out. And he keeps on continuing here. He's kept on taking his chances here, Yusuf. This time charging down the track, and he's missed it completely, and Mudassar will get his man, and finally they break this partnership. And it's not just Yusuf, it's the big wicket of Ketan Kumar. He was looking really good out there. A hard for 37 for him. And the score now will be at 96 for 4 in this 14th over. Just charging down the track, missing the ball completely, trying to get underneath it. And safely done by the wicketkeeper there. Excellent piece of stumping. So Hemang comes in now at number 6. Once again, very slow through the air. And all Hemang can do is find the fielder at point. A bit of a misfield, which will allow him to get across for the single as well. He will get off the mark instantly. Yusuf, well, he's made 26, but he's got 4 lifelines already. Once again, very slow through the air, Mudassar, in fact. And that will close out the 14th over with the score now at 97 for 4. So Karthik comes into the attack now as we head into the final 6 overs now of the innings. Banged in shot by Karthik and played superbly well by Yusuf down the leg side over the fielder at fine leg. And that will bring the 100 up for the rising strikers. 102 for 4 in this 15th over. You just don't bowl short to him. Once again shorter, but that is exactly what Karthik wanted to do. He wanted to go outside the off stump. Once again banging in short here, Karthik. And all that Yusuf can do is just play it back to him on this occasion. So a good comeback after conceding that boundary. Karthik, a bit of a specialist for the final few overs. This time slightly fuller, but won't quite get the connection that he wanted, Yusuf. And this time the ball just skidding through and the wicketkeeper has missed that one and they run across for a bye. We hope that he's okay. Not good ever. It can be very nasty when the ball directly hits the knee. And that's exactly what has happened there. It must be that tingling feeling which can be very difficult to sustain. So it is 104 for 4. And we hope that he's all right out there. It's good to see the wicketkeeper back onto his feet, and he's collected it nicely once again. An excellent over by Karthik coming to an end. He gave away a boundary on the first one, and then the 3-dot deliveries and a single and a leg by. Just 6 off it in the end. 104 for 4 now after 15. So Mudassar is going to continue now in the 16th over. He bowled an exceptional over and also got a wicket in his first. How many more can they get in these last 5 overs will be the question here for the rising strikers. They will be eyeing another 55 at least, trying to get to that 160 mark. They will have to go at 11 and over for that. Finally, we are good to go. Hemang will be on strike. And once again, he starts off with a slow one. But Hemang has connected that one sweetly. And it's gone all the way. A much needed 6. In fact, it's a boundary just falling short of the maximum. Once again, a lot of flight and no pace at all. And Hemang was quite ready for that one. Playing it in the gap as well. So going for the big shots as soon as the final 5 overs begin. This time hit hard through the offside, and this time again he will find the gap on the offside on this occasion. Back-to-back boundaries here for Hemang now. Superbly hit through the offside. Never easy trying to find those gaps. And this time, he's missed out on that occasion. And will be given as a wide as well. So a couple of wides added to the total now. The wicketkeeper not quite able to collect it. So already 10 of this over. Can he turn it around here, Mudassar? 160 very much on the cards now. This time finding the inside edge of the bat. And the ball just moving away on the leg side down the ground. So they are increasing the run rate here slowly and steadily. Once again, Hemang on strike. And he nudges it on the leg side. Not quite going for the big one up against Mudassar on this occasion. This time hit hard, but finding the fielder once again. So a good comeback after conceding those a couple of boundaries, and now he pulls another wide. 14 of the over now, one more to come. Can Hemang smash this one out of the park? He's gone for it, but he's missed out. Appeals for a stumping, but the umpire is going to say no. And that will close out the 16th over. 14 coming off it at the end of the 16th. Now it is 118 for 4 for the Rising Strikers. So Karthik will continue now in the 17th. Who bowled really well in his previous over and once again starts off nicely. Not allowing the batter to get underneath the ball. So knocking it around once again here. And once again a nice little partnership building up here. He's crunched that one, and that's gone hard through the offside, past the point fielder. And another boundary here for Hemang. He really seems to be the power hitter out there. He has done a job like this before, and once again getting the opportunity here on the big stage. Now then, can Karthik do anything different? Yes, he can. He can do a lot different than that one. A fuller length. And even the batsman appreciating that delivery. Totally undoing him. It was one down the leg side, then down the offside, and now straight through. Totally confusing the batter. And Hemang was very late onto that one. And now they have lost half the side here. The Rising Strikers in the 17th over. So Pranay comes in now at number 7. And straight away he hits it hard down the ground. This time finding the inside edge, and the ball will just race away to the boundary, will it? Not quite so, but they will get a couple of runs across at the least, maybe even 3. In the end, deciding against it, just keeping it down to 2 there. So very close to the stumps on that occasion. This time played down the ground. And he will get another single in. So 9 coming off this over at the end of the 17th now. It is 127 for 5 for the Rising Strikers. So 127 for 5 heading into the final 3, and Rayed is back into the attack. You would assume he was going to bowl the 18th and the 20th, and the penultimate one will be given to Karthik. Starts off nicely, giving away just a single. This time hit back to the bowler. This time he's crunched it through the offside, playing it along the carpet, but there is protection out there in the deep. So a single taken. So a very good over this, halfway through, just the 2 runs so far. Once again bowling it into the pads, Rayed. Not offering much to the opposition at the moment. And if Rayed and Karthik can continue in this kind of form, maybe Even 150 will be difficult. But at the moment, they are looking on course for the 150 mark. Can he connect a couple though here, Pranay or even Yusuf? He's connected this one, Pranay. And that's the first 6 of the innings. A mighty hit, this one. It's just what the doctor ordered. Banging in short there, Rayed. And dispatched beautifully through the leg side. Just clearing the fence there at the deep mid-wicket region. And now once again the 160 mark is on the cards here. 12-0 gets them to 162 from here on. And they will take that, considering that they were at 69 for 3 after the first 10. Scoring 90 in this back 10 will be very good. This time a big swing and a miss. And a misfield by the wicketkeeper as well. Thought about running for the run, and they do now. Overthrows because of the ricochet of the stumps. And they get across for the bye quite comfortably in the end. Good smart thinking there by the batters. 137 for 5 now after 18. So just the 2 overs left now, and Karthik, without any surprise, is going to continue, and he starts off with the dot one once again. He is a kind of a specialist in the death overs, and he's proving us once again why. Bowling another dot delivery. And once again a big swing and a miss by Pranay. And this time he's connected this one. And it's gone all the way. That's gone way back. A huge hit. That's the biggest one of the day. And now they are into the 140s. Just what he needed after those couple of dots. It went high into the night sky. And cleared everyone quite comfortably. Pranav showing his power on that occasion. And Karthik not impressed at all. Once again trying to hit that one hard through the leg side, but not quite finding the connection that he wanted. But he will get a couple of more runs to the total, scampering across these two, trying to make the best use of the death overs. 160 certainly on the cards. And this time it's off the under edge. So a good comeback there by Karthik. Lots of ups and downs in this innings already. Started off nice, lost their way, then once again built a nice partnership. And now doing really well in this back end of the innings as well, the rising strikers. Although giving away some dots too. And that's another one. That's the fourth dot delivery of this penultimate over of the innings. Closing it out, just the 8 of it. 8 is really good for the Jbcn Avengers at the end of the 19th. Now it is 145 for 5. So no surprises. It's going to be Rayed to bowl the final over, and he will go absolutely through Yusuf. He's knocked the off stump off the ground, and that is 6 down now for the rising strikers in this final over. 145 for 6, and Yusuf will finally have to depart. He got 5 opportunities, and he made this 40. A well-made 40 in the end. And with just 5 more deliveries left, that could really save at least another 5 runs here for the Jbcn Avengers. So Kapil comes in now at number 8. Can they get a couple of boundaries in here in this final 5 deliveries? 160 was really on the cards. Now it is looking very difficult once again. And a big swing. The wicketkeeper couldn't quite collect it. Once again, opportunities for some runs. And they get across for a couple more. It does not matter if it comes off the bats or as extras. Runs on the board are important at this stage for the rising strikers. So just the 4 more deliveries left now. And this time a big swing and a miss. Nicely collected there by the wicket keeper. He's bowled really well here, Rayed. 2 for 25 in his 3.5 overs. Still 3 more to come. He seems to be their premium fast bowler. So what can he do now, Kapil, here in the final 3 deliveries? Or will it be Rayed once again singing the song? hit hard. He's placed that one in the gap, and that's raced away to the boundary. And that will be the 150 up for the Rising Strikers. 151 for 6, with just 2 more deliveries left now in this innings. A superb hit, this one, through the offside. He's played it to perfection through the gap between the fielder at point and deep extra cover. So just 2 more deliveries left now. This time he will find an inside edge, and they will scamper across for a single, and Pranav will be on strike for the final delivery of the innings. He's already hit one maximum. Can he get another one here? Another one will help them reach the 158 mark, close to that 160. And Rayed will be trying to do something different. He must be having something else on his mind. Here we go, the final delivery of the first innings. And he's bowled superbly well. They are scampering across. Chance of a run out, and he's missed it. Opportunity for overthrows. They are going to run for the hills on this delivery once again. And that's a couple of runs added to the total. A couple of leg byes of the final delivery. And Rayed will not be happy with himself at all. And they close out their innings here at 154 for 6. An exceptional performance in the end by the Jbcn Avengers, not allowing much, although a good recovery in the end too, considering that they were 69 for 3, adding 85 in the back 10 here. So the target will be 155 for the Jbcn Avengers, and we will be back shortly for the chase. So we are back here for the chase. The target then 155 for the Jbcn Avengers. And you might say it is in the favor of the Avengers at the moment, slightly. But a couple of wickets up front for Kapil can really change things here. Deepan on strike. And straight away he just lets it go there. Trying to judge the pace of the ball. Don't want to take any pressure in this chase. Considering that it is not a very high total. And that's played nicely this time. Much more straighter, asking him to use his bat. Not letting him leave the delivery there. So back-to-back dot deliveries. A bright little start this for Kapil. Deepan is being supported here by Ribhu. Once again, like any other T20 game, the power play overs most crucial. They can fly off here, the Jbcn Avengers, or really struggle after losing a couple of wickets. And this time, huge appeal. Excellent piece of bowling by Kapil first up. A lovely little outswinger, that one. There's not much that Deepan could do on that occasion. So trying to apply some pressure here in the first over. This time he's played it on the leg side. Coming back for the second as well. And they will get off the mark here, and also Deepan will get off the mark in this first over. In fact, it was just a single, and Ribhu is on strike now. And he lets that one go. An excellent over this so far by Kapil. Just the one off it. He's got one more left. Can he close it out here? And this time the ball just bouncing off the pitch. How did he find that much of bounce? And somehow Ribhu has managed to stay away from that one. So an excellent over by Kapil coming to an end. And just the kind of the start that the rising strikers wanted. 2 without a wicket after the first. So Gaurav, given the second over here. He's been given the new ball along with Kapil and nicely bowled straight away. So trying to increase the pressure here with the dot balls at the moment. This time the ball keeping low, and he's dispatched a low full toss down the ground for a boundary, and Deepan will get the first boundary of the innings here for the Jbcn Avengers. That will ease some pressure early on in this innings. This time appeals, but the umpire says no, not interested at all, and given as a wide in the end. So after the dot delivery, a boundary and then a wide. The boundary just playing with the mind of the bowler. The wicketkeeper is now up as well, and he's exactly up for that as Deepan is slightly stepping out. And that will be another wide. He's getting the yo-yo effect in on the ball. Gaurav finding a lot of swing. So after that first tight over, this over not really belonging here to the rising strikers. This time slightly quicker through the air. This time he's connected sweetly on the leg side. There's no fielder out there, and that will race away to the boundary. The second one for Deepan here. And turning the heat on here. Taking full advantage of the low full toss once again. Gaurav not quite getting the lines and the lengths that he's hoping for. He's bowled a couple of good ones, but has been hit for a couple of boundaries as well now. So 12 without a wicket after 2, and Kapil is back into the attack here. Still 143 away from this target. A mediocre one in the end. Kapil just wanting to check his run up once again. He wants to make sure that he does not give away any extra, especially a no ball at the stage, because it can prove to be very costly. This time nudged on the offside by Ribu, and even he will get off the mark. He has been waiting for a couple of overs to get on strike, and for the first time he was on strike and he gets off the mark instantly, and rightly so, gives the strike back to Deepan, who is playing an important role here for his side. Trying to get some quick runs inside the power play. Remember, only 2 fielders allowed outside the inner ring. They have kept one on the leg side and one on the offside. And this time very close to the outside edge. And this time nudged back to the bowler by Deepan. So he's waiting for the loose deliveries. He's not really interested in going after everything, which is good to see. Some responsible cricket being played by the opener. Trying to take his time out there. And this time a hesitation between the two. Chance of a run out. He's just walking back. He's still got a chance to get back. And they make that run comfortably in the end. Would you believe it? What a big chance gone. And when you are trying to defend a low total as 153, you need to take your chances, especially such as this one. Totally chaotic out there between the two. Deepan crossed more than half the way and just gave up. And the throw was so poor past the wicket keeper that the ball just went racing away. And in the end, it was the short third fielder who had to come across. So Deepan is going to survive. And Ribu will be on strike now. They got that run as well. This time, appeals. Not sure what it is for. Either for a leg before wicket or a caught behind. The umpire thinks neither of those. And another dot delivery comes in. So it's all happening out there here at the Fatima cricket ground now. So they're not going to give up so easily here. Once again, just angling it through the offside. Another dot delivery. So Kapil has given up just 3 in his couple of overs at the end of the third now. 14 without a wicket for the Jbcn Avengers. And the rising strikers trying to creep back slowly, although still searching for that opening wicket. So 14 without a wicket after 3, and Gaurav is going to continue, who gave away 10 in his first. And this time he's got underneath that one, Deepan. But he will find the fielder in the deep there at long off. So just a single for him. And it brings Reebhu back on strike. Still in search here for the first wicket. The rising strikers. They need a couple at least inside this power play. We are into the fourth one now. Yet to get the first one. Trying to give themselves a chance here to defend this low total as 153. Excellent piece of bowling once again outside the off stump. The batter thinking that was a wide. And he's just left it alone. But it was inside the tram line. And the umpire agreeing with the bowler on that occasion. And this time ball once again finding a lot of bounce. This time a chance maybe at the bowler's end. But the throw wasn't quite that good. And they get across for another single. But a better over this slightly by Gaurav so far. Just the 2 halfway through it. Can he replicate that? Or maybe try and get either one of these 2 out. Deepan will really be a bonus here. This time it's down the leg side. And the ball will just race away to the boundary. That will spoil the over totally. And that's 5 extras total freebies for the batting side. And you just can't afford that at this stage of the game. And at this moment when you're trying to defend 153. 21 now, this partnership of 21 going along nicely at the moment. This time a wide outside the off stump. Well, in fact, the umpire has not given that one. Deepan moving across. So the umpire deciding against it in the end. This time hit hard by Deepan. But once again finding the fielder. So another single will be added to the tally. This time he misses out. Another dot delivery. So 8 coming off the over in the end of Gaurav, including those 5 wides. He's done a decent job. Other than those 5 wides, at the end of the fourth now it is 22 without a wicket for the Jbcn Avengers. So Kapil continuing here as they are still in search for wickets. And this time an outside edge, and it's gone through the wicketkeeper and the slip fielder. It's right in the gap between them. How lucky is that for Deepan? And that will be another boundary for him. And for the first time, Kapil will concede a boundary. How close was that? Both the fielders converging. So the Jbcn Avengers going along nicely at the moment and avoiding a few scares here. And once again, look at the amount of swing that Kapil is finding here off the track. Excellently bowled once again. And the wicketkeeper also doing well to get across. The ball swinging away to the first slip fielder, would you believe it? He's putting on a really good bowling display here, Kapil. Into his third, giving away just 7. And one of those boundaries also coming off a thick outside edge between the wicketkeeper and the slip fielder. Once again, nicely bowled. So Kapil not really allowing them to get away here. Once again, superbly bowled. Not much that Deepan can do on that delivery. He can't swing it on the leg side because the ball is swinging away, and he can't go with it on the offside either because he already found one thick outside edge and he does not want to find it again. Exceptional piece of bowling display this by Kapil. So just 4 of the over once again. And it will stay at 4. 5 dot deliveries in the over once again. At the end of the 5th now, the Jbcn Avengers are 26 without a wicket. This time crunched through the offside by Ribhu, and he's found his first boundary as well now. Both the openers in on the act. Gaurav continuing here and once again continuing to be expensive. Once again another low full toss and hit beautifully through the offside. So 30 without a wicket in the 6th over. In fact, the bowler is Priul now at the moment, giving away a total loosener on his first delivery in this final over of the power play. Once again trying to drive at that one, Rebu. And another dot delivery in this innings. This time he's connected that one, and that will be another boundary. So just what they needed in this power play, and all of a sudden they are looking really good here. Taking the aerial route and dispatching it beautifully. This time an exceptional in-swinger and a good comeback after conceding that boundary. And once again he's played it over the infield, and once again he will find the boundary. So 4.4.4 in this over. And wouldn't be surprised to see a dot delivery to end the over. But this is really good by Rebu at the moment. 12 of the over already. And right on the front foot now in this chase. The Jbcn Avengers. 38 without a wicket. 117 more required of 85 deliveries. Well, the rising strikers needed wickets up front. They haven't quite been able to find those. And once again, just past the outside edge. So thrice we saw a 4 and a dot in this over. 12 coming off it. At the end of the 6th now, it is 38 without a wicket for the Jbcn Avengers. So you might say that the rising strikers have done decent enough job in the power play, giving away just 38. And the asking rate has gone above 8, closing in on 8.5s at the moment. But they have still all the 10 wickets intact, and which is the most crucial part in this chase at the moment. 117 more required of 84. And Rajesh is going to continue now. And he bowls it nicely too. Playing off the back foot, the batter. Deepan on that occasion. 16 of 25 then Deepan, and Rebu 14 of just 12, getting those 12 runs in the previous over. This time hit hard down the ground. So Rebu just needs to sort out something there, and hopefully he's fine. We will be back shortly once he's back on his feet. So finally, we are good to go once again. Good to see Rebu back on his feet. And Rajesh once again starting off with an absolute ripper there. So 39 without a wicket, going at only 6. Once again, a swing and a miss. And appeals here for a run out. The wicketkeeper trying to be cheeky because Rebu has been stepping out of his crease. This time he nudges it on the offside, so just the one run of the over. And the pressure is increasing here on the Jbcn Avengers. They have the wickets in hand, but they can't allow the required run rate to creep up. It's going up now with every single delivery. 8.81 now, very close to 9. And you don't want it to touch to 10, 11 and maybe even 12 early on. And once again, he just leaves it, lets it go. An excellent over coming to an end by Rajesh. At the end of the 7th now, it is 39 without a wicket. So 39 without a wicket, and they give away 5 wides now. Absolutely criminal at this stage. That's the second time in this innings. Would you believe it? And they have raced on to 44 now. Just imagine if they eliminate those 2 5 wides. They would have been just at 34 at the moment, the Jbcn Avengers. And the wides doing the trick for them at the moment. For the second time, it was Gaurav once again. This time a big swing and a miss. That is what he exactly needs to do. That is what they need to do. They need to bowl and attack the stumps and try and avoid those wides. The keeper is up. This time it will be a wide on the offside. So the extras count keeps on increasing here at the moment. Only 31 have come off the bat of the 45. That means 14 extras have been conceded. And that's a lot, especially in just 7 overs. Once again, nicely bowled. This time banged in short, but once again nudged on the offside. And this time they do get a run off the bat, scampered across for a single. This partnership worth 46 now, 46 of 45, looking really good. But they need to up the ante slightly. Exactly like that. Playing it inside out and bringing the 50 up for the Jbcn Avengers. 50 without a wicket in 7.4. A superb hit through the offside. Good cricketing shot. And that brings it down to 105 more needed now of 74. This time again, banged in shot and he split it straight to the fielder at point. And finally, they have broken the partnership here. The Jbcn Avengers lose their first wicket. It's the rising strikers who have striked finally. It was a nothing delivery, and somehow he's managed to find the fielder there. And it is 50 for 1 now after 7.5. Rebu has to depart. So Wasim comes in now. He did a very good job with the ball early on and now has a big task with his in front of him with the bat. Well, they need 105 more of 73 deliveries. They still have 9 wickets in hand, but they are struggling at the moment to keep the scoreboard ticking. 50 for 1 after 7.5. And the asking rate, which was 7.95 at the beginning, has gone up to 8.63. This time he's played it superbly well through the offside and he gets off the mark instantly at Wasim. A couple of runs to close out the over at the end of the 8th now. It is 52 for 1. So 52 for 1. And Rajesh is going to continue, who's given away just the 1 run in his first over. And now bowling his second. Another dot delivery for him. Up against Deepan. Deepan at the moment 18 of 30. He can't afford to keep on playing that way. It's hit hard through the offside. And that's gone racing away to the boundary, has it? Not quite so. Well, in fact, it is. The camera couldn't quite capture that one. So just a single on that occasion now. So finally we continue, and this time it will be played straight towards the fielder at short third. So he's been very good, Rajesh, other than that boundary. And this time just past the outside edge. Trying to apply more pressure here on the opposition. And this time it's off the inside edge and it's past the wicket keeper too. And a much needed boundary here. That will be the second one of the over, and an expensive one. 9 off it in the end. It is 61 for 2. 61 for 1 rather after 9. So Gaurav is going to continue now into his fourth over. Hit hard down the ground, but once again finding the fielder at long off. Gaurav has proven to be expensive, but he has taken the only wicket, the elusive wicket of Ruby. Still 93 more required, or 65, and you would feel that they are still very much in this game here, the rising strikers. A couple of wickets here can really put a lot of pressure. Appeals here for a leg before wicket, but maybe a little too high. And the umpire nodding his head, saying no. Faya Sheikh, the umpire. So the game still seems to be very much in the balance. A couple of good overs is either one of the side. That is what they need. And the captain has decided to bowl out Gaurav as they search for the second wicket. This time another wide delivery by him. He's given away a lot of extras today, and he continues to do so in this final over as well. And that's the third time he's bowled a wide delivery down the leg side, and once again it will race away to the boundary. He's given away 15 runs like that to the opposition. Absolute gift here for the Jbcn Avengers, and that will ease a lot of pressure on them. They have already given away more than 20 extras. Really can't afford it. Especially when you're trying to defend a low total as 153. 87 more needed of 64. With 9 wickets in hand, you got to fancy the batting side here. He's hit this one hard and just over the fielder there at cover, and that's racing away to the boundary, and it finds the gap perfectly between the long off and the deep point fielder. So another boundary in, just easing the nerves here for the Jbcn Avengers as we are heading towards the halfway stage of this innings. Just the 3 more deliveries left before we head into that drink break. Can Gaurav get another breakthrough here before that? He's defended it this time. Wasim. He's moved into the double figures with that boundary of the previous delivery. 10 now for him of just 8. And they need this partnership to move along for a little while here. This time hit hard. And has he found the gap? Not quite so. He finds the fielder in the deep. There is protection out there. So a single this time for Wasim. And he brings Deepan back on strike. 24 of 33 at the moment, Deepan. Really struggling out there, you might say. But he's at the crease. That is more crucial to the batting side. This time Deepan just leaves it alone. And it's been given as a dot delivery. So that will close out the 10th over and also the bowling spell of Gaurav. 4 overs, 1 for 43 for him. At the end of the 10th now, it is 73 for 1 as we head into a short drink break. So 73 for 1 now. As we head into the back 10. And for the first time, they are opting with spin now. The Rising Strikers, 82 required of 60 and need of coming into bowl here. The Jbcn Avengers, you might say, right on top here in this game. It is theirs to lose from here on. And he starts off superbly well, Nirav. He's gone right through the gate. Look at him. How ecstatic is he? And that's the big wicket of Wasim, who was looking really good out there. And once again, the drinks break proving to be costly for the batters. A shift in momentum maybe. 73 for 2 now for the Jbcn Avengers. So in comes Ashish now at number 4, and what a start this is by Nirav. Can he get one more year for his side? 82 from 59, you just never know. Straight away played in the air and just past the fielder there. That was very close, almost carrying to him. And another single will be added and he will get off the mark instantly, Ashish. It will bring Deepan on strike, who is at the moment at 24 of 34, taking his time out there. But they need some quick runs too. The asking rate now 8.38. The previous over helping them somewhat. This time just past the outside edge and given as a wide eventually by the umpire. He had a long thought about it. Om Singh, the umpire on this occasion. This time he charged outside the crease a little bit and then he just let it go there, Deepan. He's really struggling out there. And they can really put in a few more dot deliveries here, courtesy of Nirav, the Rising Strikers. 24 of 35 for him. It's been very difficult for him at the moment. And this time he will clean him up. Something had to give in there for Deepan. He had to go for the big shot. And now that's 3 down. And would you believe it, they are right back in this here. The Rising Strikers, 75 for 3 in this 11th over. And Nirav has really turned it around here in this game. He's brought the game back in the balance. Exceptional piece of bowling this. And once again, a big appeal towards the new batter, Ajay, coming in. And exceptional over coming to an end here. In fact, one more left here for Nirav. 2 for 2 for him in his first. He's really pumped up here at the moment. This time, all Ajay can do is just play it back to him. So that will close out the 11th over now with the score at 75 for 3. Can Nile get in another wicket here? They need it desperately. They have got a couple in the previous over. A chance dropped in this one. And in comes Ajay once again on strike. And just past the bowler on this occasion. So 76 from 50 the equation now. And the asking rate up to 9.12. Just the 7 wickets in hand now. They had 9 after the drinks break. This time no footwork at all by Ashish. And really struggling here, the Jbcn Avengers at the moment. This time a flighted delivery, and he's gone. That's taken. And Ashish will have to depart, and that's the first one for Nilay. And that is exactly what they were searching for. After the drinks break, they have turned it around here. The Rising Strikers. The Rising Strikers have risen. After that drinks break, 4 down, 79 for 4 after 12 now. And they are still 76 away from this target of 155. So still 76 more required here. And no surprises, Nirav is going to continue. Who's taken those couple of wickets and really put the brakes on the opposition here. So 65 more needed now of the final 6. Once again played straight to the fielder. A bit of a misfield. Will give them an extra run here. They need someone to play a nice little cameo here. Ajay is capable of that. 63 of 35 now. One big over can really turn it around here once again. But at the moment, the Jbcn Avengers are right on the back foot. This time he's found the inside edge. And once again, straight to the fielder. So still not able to offer much here in terms of scoring quickly. With every single delivery, the equation is just getting tougher and tougher. It brings Sadiq back on strike. Everyone on the leg side is out on the boundary line in front of square. So his go-to shot might be to find the gap between any of the two fielders. Or on the offside like this. He's connected it sweetly. Will that race away to the boundary? An excellent piece of fielding there by the fielder at long off. He certainly saved a couple of runs here for his side. How unfortunate is that for Sadiq? He will be kicking himself for not getting a boundary there. They are yet to score a boundary after that drinks break here. And the struggle keeps on continuing in search of boundaries here for the Jbcn Avengers at the moment. But some intent shown finally by Sadiq here. We saw an absolute cracker of a game before this one. The match ending in a tie. And this time hit hard. Will it carry to the fielder? He's taken that one. And that's 5 down. Another one bites the dust. Sadiq this time. And in huge trouble now. The Jbcn Avengers in all sorts of bother. 95 for 5 now in this 15th over. Still 60 away from this target. So 95 for 5 now, and in comes in a new man once again. Coming in here at number 7, Josefa. And he starts off with a wide one towards him. Nirav already has 3 breakthroughs. Three for 13 in his third over now. This time played nicely on the offside. They will get across for a quick single. They need quite a few boundaries here now. The rising strikers have done an exceptional job in trying to defend this low total of 153. Till the end of the first 10 overs also it was looking very difficult for them. But they have really come all guns blazing after that drinks break. This time an outside edge and another one gone. 6 down, the 4th one now for Nirav. What an absolute great performance it has been by him so far. He's turned the game around here in the favor of the rising strikers. 93 for 6. And now even Ajay has to depart. He was dropped a couple of times. And now he's gone for 11. He won't get another lifeline here. So 97 for 6 and 58 required of the final 5. And it is Rayad who will come in now at number 8. And no surprises, it is going to be Nilay to continue the 16th over. These two have bowled exceptionally well in partnerships, Nilay and Nirav. The spin really doing the trick for them here. Once again, nicely bowled, a single taken this time. Can't really afford to do this for another over or so. They need a big one here. The asking rate has creeped up to close to 12 now. And with just 4 wickets in hand, 12 can be really difficult and dicey. Especially when you have spinners bowling like this. And he's gone for the big one. Has he got the distance? Yes, he has. Now then, there's still some firepower left in them here. What a way to start your innings. What a way to announce yourself, Rayad. He's done an exceptional job with the ball. And now with the bat, he's showing some fight here. That will also bring the 100 up for the Jbcn Avengers. And he's gone for it again. And once again, he's found the distance. Back-to-back sixes. Where was he hiding all this while? And that will ease a lot of pressure. And once again, the pendulum is swinging. It's all happening out there here at the Fatima Cricket Ground in Vidya Vihar. It's the Jfsc Darts Premier League Season 5. It's the iconic Darts Premier League. And you can see why. That's another boundary for him. My word, he's just turned it around here in just 3 deliveries. An excellent shot through the offside. Past the fielder inside the circle at cover. And no chance there for the fielder at deep point to cover that one up. So 41 from 26 now. And if Rayad continues to play in this fashion, he will finish it off in just a couple of overs from now. That's a wide delivery. And that's exactly what happens when you are hit for 6s and 4s. The bowler losing his line and length. Having to rethink what does he have to bowl. And that's exactly what has happened there. Bowling a wide one down the leg side. And once again he's gone for the big swing. And this time he won't be able to connect that one. So for the first time, Rayad plays a dot delivery here. This time hit hard down the ground, but he will find only a single towards the fielder at long off, and that will close out the over for Nilay. Not sure if he's going to get another one from here on. 116 for 6 now after 16, and 39 more required in the final 4. So 39 of 24, and that is exactly what Rayad has done. He's changed the mind of the opposition captain here. He's given the ball back to the fast bowlers here. Priul is going to continue here in the 17th, and he starts off with a short one up against Rayad. It will be a dot delivery. 39 of 23 the equation now. And you might say the game is still very much in the balance here. Still can't really say who is on top. He's hit this one hard, but once again just finds the fielder. An appeal for a run out, and the umpire not interested at all. So he gives the strike to Hufeza. 38 of 22 now. It seems like Rayad holds the key now in this chase. This time hit hard. And has he found the maximum, or is it just short? It's been given as a 4. He's really turning it around here. So 34 of 21 now. And this time he's found another gap. And it's gone through a misfield. The fielder has felt the pressure there. Another boundary that will ease it down to just 30 more required of 20. He's turned it around here, Rayad. And they have the noses in front once again here, the Jbcn Avengers. Well, that is what happens when you're trying to defend a low total. A couple of bad overs can really turn it around, and that's exactly what has happened here. And this time nudged on the leg side. Once again, Priul comes charging in, 29 of 19, and he's bowled nicely there. And they get across for a quick single. It was right in the block hole, exceptional delivery. But 11 will come off the 17th. Now it is 127 for 6 after 17. So 28 from 18. And Rayad will be on strike. And up against Rajesh here. Rajesh, who has given away just the 10 run his first two. And you might assume he's going to bowl this one and the final one of the innings. So another very close encounter here. It's a slower Yorker first up. And a dot delivery here. What can Rajesh do here for his side? Another slower Yorker. He's bowled exceptionally well, that one too. Now then, 28 of 16. Can Rajesh get away from this over without conceding any boundaries? What a close encounter this is turning out to be as well. This time playing it off the back foot. Once again slower through the air. And they're coming back for the second two. And a good piece of running there in the end. That brings it down to 26 of 15. And the pressure is increasing here for both the sides. This time bowling a wide one. .25 from 15 then. And this time just past him. That's the third dot delivery of the over now. He's really doing a very good job here for his side. This time he's connected that one, but it will go straight into the hands of the fielder at square leg. So the pressure once again increasing here on the batting side. Not quite able to hit the fast bowlers here at the moment. Especially Rajesh, who has been very economical today. None for 14 in his 2.5 overs. 24 of 13 required. Can Josefa connect one here now? He needs to desperately for his side. Just the 4 runs of the over so far. Once again slower through the air, and once again he's bowled exceptionally well here, Rajesh. An absolute golden over this for the Rising Strikers. Just 4 off it. And now they need 24 of the final 2 here. So 24 from 12, and Priyul has come in to bowl this penultimate over of the game, the most crucial one. And he starts off ever so nicely, just a single given away. And now it will be the main man, Rayad, on strike. He's already scored 23 and his sides needs 23 more to win. He's got 11 more deliveries left here. He's played this one on the offside, but straight to the fielder. They won't mind the singles here, the Rising Strikers. That 1/16th over really turned it around once again in the favor of the Jbcn Avengers. And this time he's hit that one hard, high in the air. A chance, and the fielder was getting around, but just one bounce. And they're coming back for the second. The throw wasn't quite on the money, and they get a couple of more runs. So 20 of 9 now. Maybe, just maybe, Rayad has decided that he has to take the onus on himself. Can he pull it off here, Rayad? Can he get one maximum here? He's hit that one hard once again. Once again, they are wanting to come back for the second. The fielder taking all his time, and they make it quite comfortably in the end. That brings it down to 18 of 8 now. And this game is very much alive here at the moment. Both of them absolutely quick and electric between the wickets. This time he misses out there, Rayad. Maybe it was a delivery in the slot. It was very quick by Priyul. And missing out on that one, and a dot delivery will just increase the pressure here on the Jbcn Avengers. 18 of 7 now. This time an outside edge. And he's gone, is he? Still waiting for the umpire's call. Maybe not quite finding the outside edge. But he survives here for the moment. And another dot delivery to end the over. Absolutely brilliant by Priyul, giving away just 6 in the 19th. And they will need 18 to win in the final over now. So no surprises. It is going to be Rajesh to bowl this final over. 18 of 6 then. And the good part for the rising strikers is that Rayad has been kept off strike here. So it will be Huzefa to face this first delivery. Huzefa is no mug with the bat, but Rayad has already hit a few. And they scamper across. Thanks to a misfield by the wicket keeper. So a single to start with. Starting off with a bye. 17 of 5 now. He needs to hit a couple. It's as easy as that. For Rayad. He does not have to think too much. He has to swing his bat at the next one. And another one after that. What line is Rajesh going to bowl? And once again the ball just skidding through. And a dot delivery. 17 of 4 now. And now Rayad desperately needs to just replicate what he did when he entered the stage here. A couple of 6s and a 4 is what he needs. He swung at that one and he misses out once again. Just a single. Exceptional piece of bowling this by Rajesh. He's kept things tight throughout the innings. Even when he came in the 18th over. He really pulled it back here in the 18th over. And now doing an excellent job. Also in the final over here. 16 of 3 now. And Huzefa on strike. If this one does not go to the boundary, it will be curtains. And it does not. A big swing. A complete miss. And that should be the game. That should be done and dusted in the favor of the rising strikers, who have done an exceptional job in trying to defend this 153. and they have succeeded in doing that, barring Rajesh bowls any no balls or wides. Slower through the air, hit hard and hit all the way, but it's too little too late at the moment. The first 6 for Josefa, and he will be hoping for wides or no balls now by Rajesh. 10 required of the final one. All Rajesh has to do is just keep his foot behind the line. It does not matter if it goes for a 6. It's hit hard on the leg side. And straight to the fielder. Just a single. And that will close out the game. And the rising strikers have won this game by the barest of margins. Just the 8 runs. An excellent effort and a great job with the ball. 153 by no means was something that was defendable on a track like this. And after the first 10 overs also, the Avengers lost just the 1 wicket. But after that, in came Nirav and Nilay, who kept on taking those wickets. And in the end, Rayad and Josefa's efforts just not enough. And they fall short here by 8 runs. We will be back shortly for the next game.